Hello, ladies, and welcome back to Get 'em Girl, a girl's guide to relationships, femininity, dating, polarity, and attraction. Okay, so I have taken a little hiatus from YouTube. But it was not much of a hiatus. I want y'all to thank your sisters who reached out in the emails or whatever, because they have been keeping me busy, and a lot of my 3-month trial coaching is kind of coming to an end, so I have some more time to get to my videos. But I just want to say that I want to thank all of the ladies who reached out in the email and came on as clients. At a certain point, I had to do a bit of a cutoff because, of course, as a part of our femininity, we have to have our boundaries and we have to know when enough is enough. And so for me personally, I had to make sure I still had my balance. So I did take on a certain number of you ladies as clients for our 3-month coaching periods. If you're one of my girls and you want to just kind of let the people know in the comments, go ahead. If not, go ahead and keep it to yourself. But a lot of those are coming to an end. So I have a little bit of time to get on here and get back to the videos. And I want to make sure that I'm still giving you ladies here on YouTube what you need, because we are in the holiday season. And with that being said, we've had 2 engagements, during Thanksgiving, which I don't take credit for engagements. I don't take credit for any of that. But what I will say is I put a lot of work into making things easier for my ladies to be in their femininity and at ease as we're in this holiday season. Because what happens is, as these time frames roll around, you think about it, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's, as all of this is going on, a lot of the ladies are expecting engagements. They're expecting progression in their relationships. And it gets a little bit antsy, for some of the ladies. So a big part of the coaching, especially for my ladies who are proactive and went ahead and signed up, a lot of this is approaching these engagements and these progressions in relationship in our feminine space and at ease. And so a big part of what I was doing was actually helping the women navigate kind of the anxiety of going into these time frames. What if it happens? What if it doesn't? What if he proposes? What if he doesn't? And so with that, I just feel like so grateful that y'all even entrusted me with these important, just milestone time frames in your lives. I am so happy, especially to my 2 ladies who got engaged. And for my ladies who may not have, listen, we got a lot of holidays lined up month after month after month. So I want to keep that in your mind, but also let you know that even in this, we need to be approaching these time frames in our femininity, in that sense of ease, in our sense of abundance. So I don't want you to get overly antsy about what is going to happen on these dates. Like, I know what you're wanting, and what, most women want is that beautiful holiday proposal. And a lot of you will get that, but I want to help you to approach these time frames in your femininity and not out of a sense of desperation or a sense of lack, as if it won't happen. And so a big part of that is getting you into that abundance mindset and kind of getting my ladies to understand, listen, like, I know this is important, but we also have to approach this in a way that is abundant to us, because since we're working on ourselves, even if it's not now, we know it's going to happen for us. Even if it's not this exact person, we know it's going to happen for us. You have abundance. So let's not respond to these dates and these holidays and, our hopes for proposals and stuff out of desperation, because one thing we do know, one thing we can say, one thing we know is that men are not going to respond to your desperation, especially masculine providers, because that's the only kind of men I talk about on this channel. Our masculine providers, they're not going to respond to your desperation. And so that was a lot of the work that I was doing with my ladies during this kind of 2-month period where I wasn't making videos. I was putting all my focus into getting out of that lack lack mindset, getting out of that anxious mindset and realizing that although this is a beautiful thing, we hope it happens, we're working forward to happen, we still want to realize that even on the other side, if it does not go the exact way that we want it to go, you're still worthy of it. You still have that opportunity. You still can have that in your life, even if it's not this exact way. Okay. And so I want that to be a reminder to you ladies as well. If any of you have any good news, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. We still have some major holidays coming up, so I know there will be more proposals and more engagements, and I am so happy for my girls. But going into these, I want you to remember that anything that you want in life, you should not be focused completely on that end result, which means if it is a man or a husband that you want in your life, the focus is not the husband. The focus is the journey that gets you there, and you attract that husband. It's a product of the things that you incorporate into your life. It's like a weight loss journey. So you know that you have a certain goal weight, but during your journey, you're not able to just focus on the weight and that's all you do. Think about the weight, make the weight everything that is a part of your journey, and then you get there. No, you have a goal weight in mind, and then you put that goal to the side and you focus on what day-to-day diet, your workout routines, your health, your vitamins, all of these things, your protein. You incorporate all those things into your life and it attracts the goal weight. And I want you ladies to remember it's that same way when we're talking about our masculine providers. You don't just go outside and scream, I want a masculine provider, and then it just expects men to flock to you. No, it's a journey. And so what you focus on, and I don't like the term necessarily decentering men, because we love our men are important and all of that, but it kind of is that. I need you to take your mind off of the product, off of the end result, and then put your mind towards the things that attract that. So that means your maintenance, keeping up with yourself, your looks, getting really good at conversation, changing your environment, your friends, the people that you hang around, maybe even getting rid of some of those people because they don't put you in the space where you're your best self. Okay, changing where you go and where you frequent. All these things line them up so then you attract that result. Okay, the result is not your main focus. Your focus is all of these things that attract the result. Okay, so in a way it is kind of decentering the man, but it's creating your own kind of atmosphere. It's creating your own little world in your head. What I need you to tap into is realizing that the more you take care of yourself, the closer you get to that goal that you have. The more that you take care of yourself and your hobbies and your lifestyle and the things that you allow yourself to even be a part of, that all affects the result that you're going to get. Okay, so it's not to say that we don't care about our men, but I need you to start taking so much of the focus off of the result of having a provider, having a masculine provider, and put that energy into yourself, and the provider and the masculine man that you want is more apt to come. Okay, put that focus on you. So in this season, a lot of what I've even been coaching the ladies on, and the funny thing is a lot of my ladies, to the T, the ladies are stepping it up. Like the looks are on point and all of that, but we're working on that inside work. What does your lifestyle look like? What do you feel? How do you handle stress? All of these things, they matter. And so evaluate your friend groups. Evaluate your friend groups. Evaluate the kind of women that you're associating with. Okay? Once you evaluate that, evaluate your environment. Okay? What places are you frequenting? Are you even in a space to where you're visiting places that speak to the fact that you want a masculine provider? Are you in spaces where that can even happen for you? Where are you frequenting? Okay, what spaces are you putting yourself in? All of these things are going to lead to that goal. So I need you to realize, even if you are not doing the things that manifest a masculine provider, I'm needing you to know that the things you are currently doing are still manifesting something. Okay, it's not either I have a masculine provider or I don't. A lot of times, even if you're not doing the things that set you up in the best space to have that, you're probably doing something that sets you up in a space to have a different kind of man. So I need you to realize that whatever you're incorporating in your life, it's manifesting something. Okay. And so what I want you to do is manifest the best for yourself. So especially, I know everyone has New Year's resolutions. I don't want this just to be a New Year's resolution. I want this to be a life change for you ladies, because I need y'all to see that the things that you are allowing in your life, the things that you do, the places you go, the people you interact with, the way you speak, the way you dress, all of these things manifest something. And so I want to help you get that to the point where you're manifesting what you actually want, and not just throwing random things in your life and calling it your lifestyle, but you're not getting the result that you really want. Okay. And so that's huge and really big in actually getting rid of some of the anxiety that comes with wanting your man to move the needle. Because even when you get with a masculine provider, I need you to understand these men don't have a lot of time on their hands. Their time is very precious. They're busy willing and dealing and doing all of these things. You're still going to have your own things going on, because he's not going to be the guy that you can just call over every single time that you're bored. That's the reality of what you're asking for, ladies. He's not the guy that's just going to be able to come and stay and hang with you for 2 days, 3 days on end because you just want somebody around. This is going to be someone who is busy. And so a big part of getting all these things in line beforehand is you already becoming the kind of woman who can handle a man that is busy. You know what I'm saying? If you can make it to where even now you have full life, hobbies, friends, great environment, you're taking care of yourself physically, you're on it as far as your health, all of these things are in line, and this is your lifestyle now, well, you will carry that into a relationship with a masculine provider. I need you to know that. And so a big part of what I preach is the things that we do that attract a masculine provider are the same things we do while we're with him, which is why it's so important to start them now, because that's your practice. This is your time to get it wrong a few times and then figure out what works for you. This is your time frame. So I really encourage an evaluation period of your lifestyle. I want you to sit down, because this is the first step. I want you to sit down and think about, even if you have to categorize your friends, list all your friends, the places you go, list where you go, list where you frequent as far as recreationally. Where do you like to go? What do you like to do? List that down. Okay, list your job. Okay, list your job and what you do there. List the qualities that you feel like you exude when you're out in public. List your self-care routine. I want you to list all those things down and take a look at that paper, and then tell me, when you look at all these different attributes, do you feel like a masculine man would look at that and say, this is what I want? Okay. And if not, I'm going to encourage you to start scratching out some of those things and replacing them with new things that are going to actually attract what you want. New environments, new people to be around, new friends that are actually going to encourage you. Okay. All of these things. And then I don't want you to just write it down, because we're going to have to implement these things. Because if you don't like your reality right now, it's because you don't like the lifestyle you're living, because you're manifesting whatever your reality is with the lifestyle that you're living. I need you to know that. And so if you don't like what you're currently getting out of life right now, you need to change these things. You have to change these things, and it will be a journey. And this is going to be your focus, because this is what leads to the product or the goal of a masculine provider coming into your life. This is what it is. This is what you focus on, not the man. You don't just sit up and beg a man and cry after a man and run after him and why won't you marry me and why won't you propose? That's not the goal. All of these things we just talked about, this is your focus. You focus on these things and then let what you want be attracted to it. Okay? So you do your day by day changes. If you don't feel like you're going to meet the kind of man you want to meet in the environments that you frequent, change those. Change those immediately. And then visit those new environments. Be in those new environments. And then that's going to start to shape other things. Now, you can't just go to these new places looking any kind of way, not taking care of yourself, no self-care at all. You need to look like you belong. Okay, well, work on that. These are the things that you focus on. So I'm not going to say decenter men, but what I'm going to say is very much so focus on what you need to be fixing. Work on that spirituality. Get closer to God. Okay? Work on those environments. Get better friends. Work on all of these things. This is your focus. Okay? Because the rest of it, it will get attracted to what you're doing here. You don't have to focus on that. That will come. The man will come. All of that will come. Focus on these things so that you can make sure when the man does come, you're attracting the best possible for yourself. This is your focus. This is how you alleviate that anxiety in these time frames. That's how you alleviate it, because you're so focused on your betterment. You're so focused on fulfilling who you want to be. You're so focused on being the best version, the most manicured version, the most pampered version, the most emotionally controlled version. You're working so much on those things that you don't have time to be anxious about what a man is going to do. You don't have to be anxious about when a man is going to come, because you're creating an enjoyment within your own life. You're creating a lifestyle that you want to lead. You're creating all those things, and there's no choice but whoever you actually attract, the person you entertain when you become that woman, is going to be a completely different caliber of man. Because you've done all of this work, and now you realize that I've done too much work on myself to just entertain anything. I've done all this work. You better believe I'm only entertaining men who meet this standard. The reason that you entertain people who don't deserve it, people who will do you any kind of way, who won't help you with anything, who don't want to make your life easier, the reason you entertain them is because you haven't realized that there is a better version of you who can get a better man. I need you to realize it. I need you to come to grips with it and then start making the changes. Okay, ladies? And so I just wanted to pop in with that nugget, but this is what I'm going to do, because I spent so much time with my coaching ladies that I've kind of neglected my YouTube ladies. So what I'm going to do is over this month, and we'll see how it goes further in, but over this month, every other day, I'm going to be coming on here and I'm going to be dropping videos for you ladies, because I want to make sure that even if you don't come on as a coaching client, if you have a masculine provider in your life, if you have a man that you are truly interested in and you can see a future with him, I want to give you some videos and some things that's going to help you to navigate this without all of that anxiety, without all of that lack in you. I want you to navigate these time frames in your femininity, in your ease, in your letting go. I want you to navigate them that way. And just in case some of you ladies do have something coming up, a surprise proposal or whatever it may be over these holidays, because we got a few months of them, I want to make sure that I'm doing my part to make this seamless, to make this one of the best time frames. Okay, so Go ahead, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you like the video. Also, if you have any specific questions, go ahead and leave those down below so I can address those in the videos coming, because I'm going to try to get y'all this information, because I know that a lot is moving in the holiday season. I know a lot of relationships are progressing. I know a lot of changes are being made, and a lot of big decisions are being made in this season. So I want to make sure I'm doing my part to help. But all in all, I want to thank y'all for watching another episode of Get 'em Girl, and y'all enjoy the holidays.